Welcome back to the adventures of Lord Gallard, the Kraken Slayer of Weeping Town. Last episode, we slayed a Kraken, and then we also got a Dragon and a Valyrian Steel Sword. It was pretty eventful all around. We're currently in the middle of the event to basically do some private study here, see if we can't build up our, I was going to say tech points, but actually what's the point of the scholarship folks outside of that? Well, it doesn't matter, because either way we're going to be allowed to join the Citadel and study amongst the maesters. I don't believe we can make or get too many ranks up through the ranks of the Citadel, but it might give us something, you know, it might give us some benefits. If nothing else, we could at least leave and join the Alchemist Guild or something like that, which, if Magicus returns, gives us access to things like, as it says there, rare elixirs, things like knowledge stores, rare powers. We could learn to use wildfire and things like that. So, that's if we don't want to risk the dragon, of course. Last episode, I asked you guys for a name for our sword that we got, and one comment came heads above everything else. It was upvoted by, like, hundreds above the next suggestion, and that was Krakenfire, which is a good name, because it sums up both the dragon, Heartfire, and we killed a Kraken, as I said. So we will be renaming that, but first we want to reforge it as well. I wonder if we rename it and reforge it, we might have to rename it anyway, but we will call you Krakenfire. And then we've got another Valyrian Steel Sword on the way as well, which we'll also rename. There was another really good suggestion. It was Storm Fury, which is a combination of, obviously, Gods of the Storm and the words of House Durrandon, and I think it sums up the whole Storm King series, right? So we may rename Stranger's Kiss, or was it Stranger's Mercy, when we get this one from our wife. We'll rename that one to Storm Fury, and then we've got Krakenfire and Storm Fury. I think that's a pretty good everything sort of to sum up this character here, huh? So, we'll worry about that later on. I'm not actually sure how we reforge our sword right now, because normally there's an option. Maybe you have to be a duke or something, or maybe you're in a higher rank. We'll worry about that later on. For now, we've got to continue on with our research. So the other thing I want to talk about very quickly is I'm going to be bringing up patron houses for this episode. So, the patrons, if you want to send me your names, if you haven't already, I know a few people already have. Thank you very much for that. And I'm also going to be, for everyone else, opening up random houses as well. Obviously, patrons get the first come, first serve, because they're making the channel, you know, doable in the first place. But then, any houses we have left over, or when every patron has their name in, we're going to just open it up, and I'm just going to do random giveaways and pick random houses from the comment section. I'll announce that an episode in advance before we do it, so you guys can get your comments in. We're not going to do it this episode, but we will be doing it in the future at some point. Obviously, we need more land, but more importantly, we need houses to give that to. We need, oh, there we go, Eddard Stark's actually dead. Holy shit. 68. I can't believe that of all the characters, Eddard Stark was the one to live to 68. That's incredible. Lost his Valyrian Steel Dagger, and it is now Lord Brandon Stark of the North there. Crippled Bran with his dire wolf. He's an honourable, gregarious man. Actually fairly okay there. And he's got his Valyrian Steel Dagger, his Willwood Spear. What happened to Ice? Did Jon Snow get Ice? No, Jon Snow has Longclaw. Robb Stark's kid didn't inherit it. He was also a Kingsguard. Oh. I have no idea what happened then. I don't know where Ice is. We'll have to try and track that down. Yeah, like I was saying, we'll just do random house giveaways in the episode when they come up there. Because the new Storm King of the Storm's End and the new Storm Kingdom that we're going to try and make from with the holy sites based on the historical sort of Storm King's kingdom, we will need some houses to rule the lands that we grab. So that'll be down to you guys to come up with some good houses so that we can put those in. Eddard Stark is Valyrian Steel Dagger. Goodbye, Eddard. Wow, I'm very, very surprised by that. We should probably check on the other High Lords very briefly. So we've got, of course, Arianne Martell and her Grand Conspiracy, which is sort of fallen apart at this stage because House Targaryen have come back. We've got Raymond Tyrell, that is Mace Tyrell's nephew. We've got over here Lynora the Young of the Westlands. That's Tyrion's daughter, currently in charge of the Westlands there. Hoster II, son of Edmure Tully there, grandson of Hoster. So this is Catelyn's nephew. We've got over in the Eyrie, Harold Arryn, or as he was called, Harold Harding, a cousin of House Arryn that's taken on the House Arryn coat of arms there to give him a more legitimate rule. And then, of course, Brandon of the North. I think that was everyone. I didn't think I missed everyone. Of course, Storm's End is Renly Baratheon's son, I believe. Yeah, Renly and Sorella Sand, so that's Oberyn's daughter, their son. So that's fairly impressive. Again, House Martell really doing a very good job for that, huh? Practice of First Night is not legal in Weeping Town, as you are not averse to practicing it from time to time. One peasant had such an encounter. You had such an encounter with us had a child. Oh. So we had a bastard, Lester. Gods of the Storm. We said that is not our child. Capital Weeping Town gets First Night claimed, given the following effects. Local revolt risk plus 3%. We didn't have any choice in this. This has just done it for us. Or we can say I acknowledge it as mine. So that's his wife's son. Oh. Very weird. We'll just say it's not. That is not my child. No. It doesn't matter either way, but we don't have any bastards in the family because obviously make our wife hate us. She actually might already hate us for that. No. She hates us because we're fat. Okay, well, that's understandable, really. And, you know, it will piss off our other sons as well. So Monsoon Durrandon, our son, is actually okay. He's not incredible, but he is just greedy, is okay as well. Obviously, Diligent, Gregarious, Quit there are all pretty good. Well, that's Splash. Splash was coming out pretty well as well, yeah. Gregarious, Ambitious, and Shrewd. Shrewd rolling, oh, obviously, that's incredible. He's actually going to come out a better diplomat than his brother no matter what, because he's got 14 diplomacy and he's uneducated. Monsoon has 11 diplomacy with his education, so this kid is going to come out very, very well. He may get 20 diplomacy. If he gets Grey Eminence, or whatever the equivalent in Game of Thrones mod is, he will hit that 20 diplomacy mark, and I would like Splash Durrandon and his dumb name to be head of the Stormlands, or head of, I mean, our county, but eventually head of the Stormlands, of course. Catel's been mysteriously disappearing. Of course, we're going to take the 10 piety there, because the others are barely add up to a single point of piety. Tyene. So who is Tyene? Oh, she was the lady we were trying to convince that, you know, so that we could buy a favor from her, and then invite her to our realm so that she can marry our son. Is that like softened her up enough? It has. Nice. So because she's a random landless woman, just a random Rhoynar woman living amongst the ruins of Northfields with, I guess, her family and the other random people living in Northfields there, we can buy a favor from her and invite her to court. Oh, Splash lost 1 diplomacy and gained Wrath. Just so I was singing his praises as well. Spreads an answer in -6 days. Incredible. And then we'll invite her to court, use the favor, and then we'll betroth her off to whichever son comes out better. Curious about her faith. There we go. And he came out a gruff diplomat. God damn it. Seriously? Oh, you people were so good for a while. And you've just thrown it all away. The question is, who do we want to play as? In the long term, Monsoon would still be better because he has that quick trait, and obviously there's a chance of inheriting that. Splash has Shrewd, which is essentially just quick. I mean, you would go for Monsoon. Monsoon has fairly okay traits. The only benefit Splash has is slightly better all-round stats. Well, I don't know. He's got higher martial, and that's actually it. He's got higher martial and diplomacy, but this guy has higher stewardship, and for a small kingdom, stewardship, you got to bring out whatever taxes you can. Actually, I think this kid's better, so we'll give him the marriage with the lady when she arrives in our court. There she is, Tyene. So we'll go ahead and arrange marriage between her and Monsoon. So he's going to lose some prestige for that, isn't he? Or not. Okay, it doesn't matter too much then. We gain sympathy for the Eastern Gods, which I didn't particularly want, but it doesn't matter too much. Recently wed. And now we can host a wedding feast for him as well. We'll do that because it gives vassal opinion +10, national revolt. We don't really care about that too much. But, you know, it's better than nothing. There's also a chance of first night betting leading to obviously an heir and all of that nonsense. Lord House Durrandon, I hereby invite you to the tourney of Amberley. I shall attend. I've better things to do. I mean, we can attend and put down another bet on Brienne and try and make us some money back here. Ooh, this is expensive. I hereby invite you to eat up my feast, which I've bankrupted the realm doing. So perhaps I can place a bet. Is Brienne there? Lady Brienne of Tarth, she is. This should be good. Now we'll wait, and we'll see who wins the first couple of rounds. It is a little bit metagame, but I suppose there's no real way to do it, huh? Caspar, Arlen the Second of Tarth. It's Brienne's brother, perhaps. Yeah, it is. It's Brienne's younger brother. Quite significantly younger brother, but he is still a good martial leader there, like his sister. He fought well. Now for the feast, where is Brienne? There we are. We want to put a bet on you. We can't because we have no money. Can we take out some gold? I mean, we could take out a loan and then immediately pay it off with the money we make back and maybe make a little bit of profit. Oh, no, we won't, will we? Because we only make like 12 gold profit even with the highest bet, so it doesn't matter too much. Tsunami cut the throat of one of my servants. Tsunami. Unbelievable. I can't believe she'd do that. What the hell? Okay, bribe the servants to keep their mouth shut, and Brienne won, unsurprisingly. It's a real shame we didn't have a little extra cash there to make some money back. Fine tradition. There you are. Monsoon and Tyene will be bedded. He's quick. She's genius. We're expecting something out of that next generation, so I'm pretty confident about that one. We need a new seneschal, so we'll go for, I guess, Monsoon, try and give him a little bit of experience in ruling around, seeing as he is due to inherit pretty soon. Justicia is terrible, so we'll swap him out for Splash. Splash, we need some claims. We've been trying the entire campaign on and off to try and get these claims, and it's just not happened. We are sensing harmony. I would love to at least see what the Citadel's got going for it, because like I said before, I've never actually played it in the Citadel, so this would be kind of fun. Oh shit, he actually got trained fighter. Ooh, he could be better than I'm giving him credit for. Family person is also very, very good, but I think still Monsoon with that inheritable trait beats him every time. Tsunami's not been well. Probably she's had a wine poison after killing some of the other servants. I can't imagine the servants would be too happy about her. She is a little bit annoyed, I guess, with life, seeing as we married her off to a gouty old man. Who was obviously, you know, older than her father, so she was probably a little bit annoyed by that. It's probably what's made her a little bit violent, maybe. Tyene is also a pretty good spy master beyond everything else. We'll just keep her around as a spy master. She also loves us because of obviously sending a gift, touched, softened, fulfilled marriage wish. Oh, I didn't realize she even had a marriage wish. Well, that worked out. I must persist. The truth is out there. We will find out. We will join the society. I need to find out what the truth is about, by which I mean the truth of the Citadel. Because like I said, I've never played as it before, and it seems like quite a hefty society. Now, who do we want to sway now? Obviously, we need to really go back to our liege and keep swaying him. Improve relations with Lord Paramount Robert Baratheon. Oh, so you can push favors, of course, to improve relations with their liege, yeah. We don't need to do that. We just want to improve relations with our own liege, which is him. Could not use this favor to do something. Can't, like, exchange favor for a nice day out or anything like that. Just go down to Mistwood for a bit of shopping. Nothing. What can we do then? We could... I mean, we could always send... when we're not fabricating claims, just having our Justicia on general perform statecraft would help out a lot. Because that will obviously keep everyone's opinion generally quite high of us if he's skilled enough, which he is fairly skilled. So, oh, a daughter already. Man, that took no time. Carolee, she's a genius. Oh, come on. Why could you not have been born a son? Well, there we go. Okay. We can still play it. Don't forget, it is agnatic cognatic. So right now, she is third in line to the throne. Let's go for... I believe that's how it works. Yeah, so she is, oh, second in line, I suppose, to the throne after us. Thrift does not work. As we found out, curious and fussy, curious, you can't get shrewd and genius. So I'm going to go for duty, because she actually may end up being our character that we play as. So we're going to call you, Carolee. What have we got? But what were some of those names suggested? Like, oh, you could have had some really cool names, like not Splash or nonsense like that. Let's give her a Hurricane. I don't think we've had a Hurricane Durrandon, have we? There we go. The Storm God thanks you for being born a genius. If only you'd have been born a boy, then maybe I'd have thanked you too. Tsunami Durrandon has died from poisoning. Very convenient that she killed a servant by cutting her throat, and then she died from poisoned wine. I mean, we can't guarantee that's just food poisoning her. Does she deserve to be honored with the funeral? She was a nutter. She was a psychopath. No, I think we'll just forget about her. Just a classic burial. Just roll her into the sea. We'll worry about that later. We haven't exactly got the money to be wasted on that type of thing. Let's compose a book, because this can be quite powerful with a high enough learning. Seeing as we're trying to get into a learning society, and we've got a learning education right now, this seems to be the good enough time to do it. I honestly don't really know which one to go for. I'm going to go for stewardship in the hopes that we do get some of those books that will reduce build time, build cost, anything like that, because that would help out quite a lot. We can become an astronomer. Do you want to piss off people even more? Gain the 300 prestige. We'll continue it in secret. People already hate us enough without becoming a heretic, God forbid. Right, build a war chest. I don't think we'll ever achieve that. Become regent. That seems like it wouldn't be such a bad idea. So let's try and become regent. So now we're an astronomer. We can join the Citadel, right? We absolutely can. Hey, we're delighted to learn that you've taken your first steps towards true knowledge of the secrets of the Citadel. Maybe it's good to you now, but in time you may come to understand them as I have. The Conclave looks forward to receive you in Old Town. So what, we can just go and... I believe we can't get past... Oh, we can rank up. Maybe you can't get past the rank of Acolyte then, or something like that. Oberyn Martell, so Doran's brother... was able to was part of the Citadel and started forging a chain and then headed around the world. So it's not like highborn men, you know, who don't necessarily want to be part of the Citadel can't study with them at least. So there is a precedent for it. My lord and novice, the Conclave of the Citadel would like to extend you an invitation to travel to Old Town so you may study for a Maester's link. So you can actually get links too. And these give bonuses to our current character's stats. So we'll definitely do that. So we can go for Warcraft, the world of, Castles and Architecture, Medicine, or Metallurgy. Now, what I'm going to do, just to find out what each one does, is we're going to go to, preferably not him because he's dead. We're going to go to a Maester already. Look at the books he's got. My God. So, Warcraft, I assume. I wanted to find out here. So, Castles and Architecture gives what exactly? 1 prestige. Earning links allows characters to upgrade their learning education. Earning 2 links in a subject allows you to set it as a specialization. Interesting. So we could specialize in a particular subject as well that might give us something like Architect, for example, which would be insane. Look at how powerful it is in this one. Great work build cost minus... Oh, there is a great work build cost build time modifier. Now, to my knowledge, there are no great works in the Game of Thrones mod as of right now, but they may patch in later on. Yeah, there's not even a button for it, but it is on the current patch for that. Oh, it might be because we're not the High Lord or something like that. It doesn't matter too much. I think Castles and Architecture might be the most beneficial, so let's go for that one then. Archmaester Ilyn is the authority on castles and architecture at the Citadel, so I hope over the coming months I will attend to his open lectures and, the Storm God willing, prove my knowledge to him. So he is, as we can see there, architect and, of course, the Archmaester as well. So we're going to study directly under the Dean of the Citadel College. Wow, this is cool. I'm feeling the strain from the demanding nature of my studies, what with Archmaester Ilyn's complicated lectures on castles and architecture and the long hours spent in the castle library. I'm worried that I will not be able to gain this link. Gain the trait stressed. You can do it. I believe in you. Alright, so... with my illustrious education, warfare, state, and diplomacy, I should have no trouble finding the right way to endear myself to Lord Aemon because of our high diplomacy. We'll send an envoy to improve relations. Hey, that's very, very good. Maybe, I don't know, maybe have an astronomer or something like that might give us a particular bonus to studying, I don't know, astronomy, if that is an option. My time at the Citadel has been very productive. I quickly gained a thorough understanding of the art of designing and constructing castles and large buildings. Towards the end, I established a fruitful relationship with Archmaester Ilyn, who eagerly approved my award of a link of the castle and architecture. Nice! And we made our first link now, a lead link. So that actually does nothing for us but give us prestige, but we can pick 2. I think that would allow you to become an architect, right? So if we get, 3 links. So if we get 2 links, then we set it as our specialization and get the 3rd link, which I assume would just give us the architect trait. That'd be awesome, because we saw the bonuses from that. It actually might be worth getting into Citadel early and just getting as many links as possible. That'd be kind of fun. I feel like as a more sort of religious-based household, that might also not be too weird. I wonder if we ever done a learning playthrough in CK2. That could be kind of unique. And it seems quite like it would give us good bonuses, too. Alright, so we can build a war chest. We can have 5 children fall in love, become regent. Yeah, we'll try and become regent again. I think that only cleared because we, left to go to the Citadel. Potentially raid regent, so we could just ask him. Is that because it's an empty... has no designated regent, so we'll ask him, see what he says. He says, yeah, of course, thank you, I appreciate that. Alright, so we actually agreed to that, and that's fulfilled our ambition, right? I understand you harbour an ambition to focus scholarship, become regent. What? I understand you have an ambition to focus scholarship, become regent. May I advise that you may be prudent to start a plot, so you can fulfill this desire? Oh. Right, so that's teaching us about game mechanics there. Okay, I actually didn't know that, but thank you. So we can actually plot to become regent. Interesting. Oh my god, plots fabricate, claim on the high lordship of Cape Wrath, 107% plot power. Done. No, get out of here. I don't want that one. Choose plot. Boom. I should have been checking this before, and actually we can do that. 60% chance of successfully fabricating it. Oh shit, then what do we need? Just troops? How would we even do that? Troops, marriages, alliances, anything like that would help out a lot. Interesting is all I'll say. We can try and get it right now. What about this one? So that's 90% chance. We need 5 plot backers. We're never, ever, ever going to get that. So what we could do is send our spy master maybe to build a spy network in the capital. Will that increase it at all? Should increase our plot power, right? Or maybe that is just determined by the amount of... I'm nothing. Maybe that's just determined by the amount of people in the plot. Well, let's go for it then. We've actually done it. Oh my god. Okay. Suddenly the doors are opening to us a little bit. So we've got 1,300 men. Estamont has 2,300 in total. Do we really have that many men compared to the rest of the realm? Where are we in this realm tree? Oh, we could just go to our settled quicker way. Would we go us, realm tree? Right, here we go. So we count for... we are a 2nd strongest vassal. Right. 5% relative strength. Total levy of top liege. Okay, that's irrelevant, thank you. We are quite powerful, though, all things considered. So we've got 1,300 men. He's got 2,200 men, including everyone else. Oh, it's actually almost just between us two. Everyone else is fairly weak. Man, we could do this. We've got a dragon as well. Of course we could do this. Time to become High Lord. Claim Cape Wrath. Now, I don't know if legally Paramount Hardwood can ask us to stand down because we have a claim on it. I don't know if that's possible. But that's going to give us a lot. That's going to give us all of this. Oh, man, that's 5 provinces. We'd have to worry about our vassals, and obviously we'd have to slowly start revoking titles to give to Storm God vassals. But this is great. Do I want to fire this now? Or our levies are fully reinforced. They are. And we are a dragon rider with 14 marsh is not a huge amount, but it's still... and we got Valyrian steel as well. I think now's the time. I think let's put this dragon to work. 'Cause if we die, our dragon might fly away. So let's claim Cape Wrath. Let's put this dragon to work. Off we go. Oh, shit. This could be big. We haven't got any boats, so we are going to have to take the straight crossing, which could be an issue. I don't think even a dragon could potentially hold up to that. Is that all we can have in terms of commanders, huh? I sack you, replace you with Splash, and then we'll have Splash retire from his council job so he can help lead troops. There we go. Okay. Gallard, Arthur, Splash. Auto-balance the unit. Well, it is, because we can't unfortunately do anything about that. And then unpause. Let them come to us. We'll find them on our home territory. Oh, no, we don't want to do that, though, do we? We don't want to deploy the dragon in our own territory because we're going to scorch our own land, but we might have to, because if we head up here, they're going to catch us. We could try and cut them off before they gain any morale. Let's do it. When are we going to get there by? 17th. Oh, we're going to beat them there anyway and kill off some of their troops. They're going to be moving a lot, taking a straight crossing into us. Oh, this is good. No, I've got to decline for now. I'm sorry. Right. They get here on the 24th, 11th moon. They are taking a straight crossing into us. We can finish that battle before then. That would be ideal. Come on. Okay, they're here. Deploy the dragon in the battle. Dracarys, burn them all. Oh my god, it actually worked. They've got no commanders. Oh shit, are we going to win? It's going to be bloody close. It's going to be very bloody close. Come on. Okay, the reason I'm doing this so slowly is because we might get the chance to deploy the dragon again. I think we've got it. So they are going to reinforce with a few more troops, but I think we've... Oh my god, we've got it. We've actually done it. Chase them south? What do we think? I think we chase them south, and we play this very, very slowly. Whenever people turn up, just send the dragon out. Oh, we can't get... So it's every week you can deploy the dragon, or something like that. So we can now drop it again. Dracarys burned them all. Lord Aemon Estamont of Cape Wrath tried to slay your dragon, and he failed. He died. Wow. Okay, so now this tiny child is leading their forces. My god. And bear in mind, after this, we're probably going to lose the dragon. It's just going to fly away to Dragonstone, because we don't have a dragon pit, and our dynasty has no historical precedent of owning dragons, so chances are our son's not going to be able to tame it anyway. So I'm playing this very, very carefully here, way more than I normally would. Alright, now the morale alone is low enough, but we might as well scorch him anyway. Game wounded, doesn't matter, because we want to guarantee that we are going to win. Oh, God. Due to the level of Crown authority, Lord Paramount Harwood's letter is merely advisory. He has no legal right to demand it, so we'll say no. Of course, the Baratheon would try and stop us. He can't do anything to stop us. It's just advisory, which is great. Now, it's going to piss him off. We are going to become his direct vassal now because we're going to be a High Lord after this war. So that's not ideal. Someone's born to Arthur Storm and Heavy Durrandon named Osmond. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, okay, sure. It doesn't really matter, I'm going to be honest. Name after a random ancestor. Arek Durwald Durran. There you go. Let him rot. I don't really care about too much about our very distant relatives. I'm just going to focus on naming our, you know, our personal children, our direct children. Right. This could be good. So they actually can't take the capital because it's 32 men. We're going to take a straight crossing into them, but the second we get there, we can just drop the dragon. So 12th of second moon, we're going to move over here, drop the dragon immediately, and then use the dragon in the siege. 3% chance of maimed? I'm willing to risk that. I'm genuinely willing to risk that. It doesn't matter too much. It's only a very minor thing. Deploy the dragon in the siege, burn them all. That's it. Oh my god, we actually did burn them all. Clamp them in irons. We are now High Lord. Boom. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Troops down. What do we do now? Oh, shit. Well, now we've got a lot of vassals that hate us. Now we have a lot of vassals that hate us. And the dragon isn't going to be around forever, so we need to somehow tidy up the realm very quickly. Keep fabricating claims. Revoke as many titles as possible. Pick an ambition. What are we going to do here? Gain an honorary title. Sure, why the hell not? That seems okay. Then we want to command the household guard. Enforce my will. Can we do anything that will... I mean, local revolt is down by 10%. It's only in Weeping Town, though. Alright, here's what we need to do. We hold a feast. We need to get all of our vassals to like us as soon as possible. Let's let that tick over. There we go. Okay, we're good. We need to... We can also do those, so we'll mark those as special interest. We'll do those whenever we can. Mistwood. How do we want to do this? Is House Gower almost dead? They've got 5 living members. We could try and kill off House Gower and just inherit their land. Just take it back. In fact, I'd love to gain all of the provinces in our duchy, because we could... Well, we can't hold them all, but we could land sons and relatives and other members of the faith. Chief General. Oh, going up in the world. We've gone from simple Count of Weeping Town to High Lord of Cape Wrath and Chief General of Lord Paramount Harwood Baratheon of the Stormlands. House Durrandon is back on the map. Took us a few episodes to get here, but my god, that dragon has helped out. But like I said, don't rely on the dragon, because that is gone. After this episode, I think after our current character dies, he is gone forever. It's a real shame. Yeah, sure, invite my friend Monsoon, he's my son after all. And a son was born named Lester, who's garbage. Why could you have not been genius? You are definitely, what's like a light rain. We're going to call you Mist. Mist Durrandon. You don't even deserve a stormy name, because you're not a stormy guy. You get Thrift, though. Perfect my feast. Let's try and get the best feast we can, because if we can get our vassals on board. Now, what we need to do... Oh, man, we need to be performing statecraft, but I think revoking the titles would be better this early on. You organize the domain, you scheme, make sure we're not assassinated. You perform charity, because that can make people like us. Then we flip over to rulership. Let's go back to rulership, and let's make our vassals like us. We could go for carousing. Welcome to my feast. Oh, well, they actually turned up too. The vassal that hates us and the guy they're trying to get claim on actually turned up. Start Dynastic to lose weight. We lose some skills, but we're gaining some health, and I would like this guy to live for as long as possible, so that we can stabilize the realm as the Dragon Lord. The more white wine Sir Arthur drank, the more and more louder he talked and laughed until he let a loud snoring and foul face burst into his plate. Thank you. Our daughter, Heavy Durrandon, did not like the feast, but why the hell do we give a shit about what she thinks? None of our daughters like us. Vassal opinion +5 and diplomacy +2. There we go. And vassal opinion increase. That's good. You really aren't happy, huh? We'll just execute him. What if he were to just disappear? I transfer the prisoners, thank you. What if he were to just disappear? It's tyranny. What if we throw him into the dungeon? We can also force him to marry our... No, we can't. I need to be age greater than 8. Exile him. Tyranny by 20, because we're banishing a landed courtier. Throw him in the oubliette. Just chuck him in the oubliette and hope that he dies down there. He's also now malnourished, which is good. Could also ransom him out for some gold, which would be very, very nice, because we are quite low on the gold right now. Who else could we ransom out here? I would ransom you, Lord of Atterdale. Yeah, we can ransom him out later on. Unfortunately, all we've got is just this kid. I mean, House Estamont, how many 11 members? 4? Man, we could actually kill them all. I think we could slowly just plot to kill a lot of these households and just take the titles back for ourselves. Let's do it. Let's be scheming. My prisoner, Lord Howard Pike's complaining about his super rank. Okay, I shall be merciful for you. Lord Galad the Ram is in a state of war. As your liege, Lord Paramount, command that you provide men to support my armies. So who is it? It's the War of Dornish Independence. It's Arianne of Dorne and Harwood of the Stormlands versus King Aegon of the Iron Throne. What do we say? Do we back the throne and become a traitor to the throne, and the risk that they win it, we're obviously branded a traitor, or we don't concern ourselves with it, remain neutral, which pisses off our liege but doesn't actually cause any issues, or we say the rebels' cause is just and join... We join our... Okay, so we join our liege in his rebellion. I think we support the throne. Honestly, if we support the throne and the throne wins, he can't revoke our title, and even if we support the throne with just being loyal, he can't revoke our title for that either. I've regret to inform you, I've decided to remove you from your position at the council. What a shocker. Anyway, that's okay, because we're now an independent lord. Temporarily. It's obviously not. It's not for the long term here. It's also among men. Sure, that seems appropriate. What can we do then? Now that we are an independent lord temporarily, we send for a faceless man to assassinate his kid in our dungeon. Maybe not. It's not. We still can't reforge our Valyrian steel sword. I don't know how you do that. Someone will have to let me know. I'm not sure what the means to do that are. Right, let's get people on board with this plot then. We've got 106% plot power. Let's also move our spy master. She's the best we've got. She's the best that we're ever going to get. Let's move her over to Estamont and assassinate them all. Let's start killing off our vassals. Let's start revoking vassal titles, and let's consolidate the realm under us. Take as much as possible and gift it to people of our religion. That seems like the most appropriate way to keep this realm together. And then it's going to be a slow expansion from then. King Aegon of the Iron Throne won. Now that is exactly why your acquaintance has been imprisoned. There we go. I'm supporting my liege lord, but I'm not in his wars. We should rejoin a stronghold. No? No, there we go. We're against him. Right, so... Wait, what happens now? So it's still those two fighting. Galad of Cape Wrath, so it's just us and Aegon versus the Stormlands. So we've actually been kicked out of... Oh, God, they're coming for my territory. Dragon? Well, let's see how strong these dragons really are, then. Let's see if we can hold off this entire army thanks to a dragon. Our wife died. That's good news, because now we can marry someone maybe a little more... Gianna? She'll do. Thank you. Should have married for alliances, things like that, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm just marrying someone with high stats. Potentially more kids as well. It's not really relevant, though, is it? Spy Master Gianna. What happened to my son's wife? Oh! Of course he inherited the Black Bog. Right, okay. That's okay. That's not a problem, because we're going to play as him, you know, relatively soon anyway, so he's now a lord. That explains a lot. Okay, so he's obviously got his own council now, because he's a lord. So oversee the realm. You keep doing what you're doing. You need to build a spy network in Estamont. Let's merge these troops together and just sit here menacingly. You know what? We could go on a suicide campaign here and kill off some of our vassals. Let's do exactly that. Let's send these 800 men with Kristen and Michael headfirst barreling into the Stormlander army and hope that they're killed in battle. That would be incredible if we could throw our more traitorous vassals just straight into the battlefield. Ooh, we might even be able to reinforce our liege there as well. Oh my God, she's pregnant. I wasn't expecting that. All right. Oh, the Vale moved in. Tell my wife to take leave for a pregnancy. Move south. Come on, get these boys killed. Son-in-law has been slain. That's not what I was expecting. I was kind of hoping one of our vassals would be killed, but that's okay. Nothing to worry about there. I think we've got this war in the bag now, because the Reach have joined us as well. So it's the Reach, it's the Vale, it's the Stormlands. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Lord Paramount Raymond of the Reach, the High Septim, Lord Paramount Jamie of the Vale. Yeah, they've got that in the bag. We've joined the winning side here, thank God. My beloved son Splash is concerned that he is not married. We want him to marry a highborn lady, ideally. Gain a courtier of Violetly. Let's find a highborn lady then. You can marry his cousin, Reyes, courtier of Cape Wrath. matrilineally keep that house alive? Sure, why not? That's basically a descendant house of House Durrandon anyway, a Valyrian descendant of House Durrandon. That seems pretty impressive. I'm fine with that happening. Signs are small but easy to... my wife will give birth under auspicious stars. That's good. So what does that mean? Does that mean he's got a high chance of inheriting quick, perhaps? I mean, both parents are quick. So this kid is hopefully going to come out pretty well. He's dead. Wow. Who will now rule? Aerion Targaryen. He's attractive. He's a knight. He's got dynastic stain, which isn't his fault entirely. He's brave, charitable. He seems like not a terrible ruler. He might come out okay. He might just about survive. No, they've lost. Okay, we are on the losing side now, team. We might be branded a traitor. We had a daughter called... Okay. You are going to be called Drizzle, as in a light rain. We call those a drizzle in the UK. I don't know if that's something you have in America or anywhere else. Go for a court position. I'm now concerned that we've not backed our... I mean, he can't do anything legally. We just basically back the throne. Such is what we're supposed to do as you know, people who are loyal to the throne. Oh, you know what? They're winning. Oh my god, they've bought it back. Nothing to worry about. They might actually be able to bring this back entirely, to be honest with you. Probably just took a while for the troops to come down from the Vale and sort of join together in the Reach. Yeah, they've counter-sieged King's Landing. We're good. This guy wants us to find a scholarly text. I wonder what that's from. Travel to the ruins in Old Wick. It's 25 gold. Yeah, we'll go for that one. I don't want to spend too much. I normally go for the middle one anyway in the Hermetic Society because it's our highest chance. It's risk-reward. It always seems like the best one. As days go by, I find it harder to ignore how my wife has let herself go during her pregnancy. God damn it. There you go. She's finally done it. Thank you. Much obliged. Oh, yeah, no, she's not even pregnant. That was after that. Oh, no, there we go. She is now. We failed the mission. God, what a waste of gold. Please give me some claims. I can't believe claims are taking so long in this. We've not managed to fabricate a single one this entire campaign. Well, there's 14% chance yearly. We've just got incredibly unlucky. But hey, we're going to study our next Maester's link. That's cool. Let him rot. Sure, whatever. I don't really care too much. Right, let's go to, what do we want? Astronomy, Warcraft, languages, medicine. I mean, we've already got some knowledge of astronomy. Let's go for that one, then. Should be most illuminating. I feel like we could probably just do this one. Ooh. Because he's in our prison, we can try and make it look like a failed escape attempt. Because of our high intrigue, we've got a high chance of success. Nice. He tried escaping and he died during the escape. He's gone. Okay, so now we've got this lady. She would also... So how many members of House Estamont? 4. They're breeding faster. We can kill them off. God damn it. Oh, her children aren't even in line. Lord Pierce of the Three Towers. Oh, no. What have they done here? They've messed with some things. Okay. Well, look, we're still going to carry on with this plan, because it's... Oh, I've completely lost where we are. There we are, Cape Wrath. It's a good plan, I think, just to help, you know, bring the realm back together a little bit. Now, we could also fabricate truths and just revoke a title, but I don't think we have enough crown authorities to revoke titles, do we? Council say no. Needs to be approved by your region. Oh, you know what? We might be allowed to. Which one we could just fabricate... not fabricate claims, but plot to fabricate treason. Now, there is a chance this can backfire and make her hate us, but she's already got minus 75 opinion, and she's only just, like, become the Lord. So I feel like it's probably the safest bet. Dragon is no longer wounded, so if she does kick off, we can take her out a little bit. Right. Now, with this plot, I believe you just have to have enough people willing to back you for it. Daughter called Jean. Or Jane. I think it's pronounced Jane, isn't it? Fog. Fog Durrandon. Because these people don't deserve, like, monsoon, typhoon, hurricane, anything like that. They're just boring, regular old characters. Long live the king. We now have Valerion Targaryen. There he is, a 14-year-old quick boy. Okay, he's quick, so he's got something going for him. I mean, this war, I mean, it's going back and forth, but I think they will win it. I mean, the Iron Throne has just got to drag them into a war of attrition. Oh, we failed. Wow, we actually failed. We weren't allowed to be awarded a link, even though he's an astronomer. An expert of astronomy, apparently not. Maybe it's because he's done his own private research. He sort of got some things wrong. I have no idea. Maybe he'll just learn things badly. Anyway, 36%. Should we... I mean, I want to help out, but I'm not throwing my troops away on this when they probably got it in the bag anyway. We haven't really got many troops to spare, especially as we also are risking civil war in our own realm. Our treasurer is the father of our child. Oh, you poor man. Right. In prison. Goodbye. And now, I think, send him to the wall. Get him to the Night's Watch. There you go. Goodbye. Nice knowing you. Thank you. And now, I guess our wife in prison. She's fled. She fled to the... Oh, she fled to a... What is that? Father? Just some randomer's court. Very annoyed. Arrange a divorce. Surely he'll say yes. For a proven unfaithfulness, close relatives will be insulted. She has no close relatives. Who cares? It's her own fault. Oh, well. I suppose you can marry for someone else. And you know what? A lot of these vassals actually do kind of like us. Even though they are completely separate religion. We have the blood of the gods given minus 25. They're not exactly too mad with us, are they? Let's try and get him on side. Let's improve relations with some of these vassals. If we can make the vassals that we're not plotting against like us and then focus all of our efforts on plotting against one particular vassal, I think we'll be good. I think we've really got to worry about much then. I really can't wait till we get Spymaster and Estamont. Where are you then? Excuse me. Oh, I just set up a new Spymaster, didn't I? Yeah, go back to Estamont. Right, so we are 94%. 100 and... Okay. So now we've just got to wait. We've just got to hope it's going to be fairly low chance, but it is possible to succeed with this. Oh, we've overran shit loads. Thank you for watching. This has been a good episode. Like, genuinely very good episode. We've started studying some stuff. We've got some more descendants. We've become a high lord. We're starting to deal with troublesome vassals. This is where we needed to be a couple of episodes ago, but thankfully we've managed to expedite the process a little bit. Would we have been able to do it without the dragon? I mean, yes, but we could have just taken a loan, hired some mercenaries and done it, but then we'd have just been in debt to the bank. So dragons basically prevented us being in debt for a while. But again, when we die, the dragon's just going to probably fly away to Dragonstone or the closest volcano. It's either going to be Dragonstone or Volantis, at which point we're on our own again. We don't have any means to tame a dragon. I mean, the kid is quick, but besides that, he hasn't got any other bonuses giving him to dragon taming, so I probably won't risk it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Good suggestions on that. I'll let you know when we need some house names, because that's going to be very, very soon. Maybe after next episode, I'll open it up to some house names there, but of course I will let you know, obviously, during the episode at the start of it at some stage. Big shout out to Justin Wallace, Harik, Alpha Scarf, Asuna Kuritsu, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel, Sidini, Conspiracy, Crazy Pack, Croesus, Escape, Facunda Vasquez, Haydog, Jimbo, Josh Lundeen, Tesla, Michael Mullen, Necrophilin, Palvis Presley, Sean Thornton, Smirtworm, Tom Terror 18, Vacuous Backers, Wolfson, and Zazzy7011. Thank you all for your support, the Insanity Levels on Patreon. Thank you for making this channel possible in the first place. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. It seems to be doing pretty goddamn well. Glad you guys are liking it. I think this was a better idea, obviously, being in the time of Game of Thrones that, you know, people know and love. And, of course, not to be forgotten, a big thank you to Gray, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Llewellyn Thomas, Asaro, Betsamus Max, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk217, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Haj Dumar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Icy the Great, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Euron DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plott, Nathan Flores, Matthew, Nick, Panther Pearl, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, Sir Thor Swede, Shari, Wolfie, Zico, Adam Person, Sidini, Fraser Brennan, Noah Gallimore, and the Insane Pickle. Thank you all for your support.